Hello, and welcome back to Durham in Northumberland Girls Brigade YouTube channel. I realise it has been a long time since I've uploaded onto this channel, and I can only apologise. That's all I can do. I say I'm sorry, but I'm gonna try upload more to this channel. Okay, so the last video I did was about the encounter track book, and I thought instead of just doing 3 separate videos to combine the engage and the inspire. So if you are not a Girls Brigade member, or if you're new, welcome. New to Girls Brigade, I mean, welcome. Everyone is welcome here. So as I mentioned in most videos, for people that are new, Girls Brigade is a Christian organisation for girls, and we help girls to learn more about God and Jesus in a fun, creative way. Okay, so without further ado, I am going to show you the track books. So I used to be an Inspire leader, and now I am an Engage leader. So I've missed out. I've missed out Encounter. I've done Investigate. Sorry, but I just decided maybe I'll just show you a bit more. But I feel as if Inspire is totally different from like the Engage, the Encounter, the Investigate. So if you haven't watched the last video, so Girls Brigade is created, well, runs within 4 groups within Girls Brigade. The first group is Investigate, which are girls from 4 to 7, 6. And it just depends on the girl, I think. It depends if the girl wants to either stay in company or maybe the girl. It just depends on the girl and the girl's need. So and then the next one is Engage, which is girls from 7 to 10, 11. Again, just depends on the girl. Then next you have your Encounter, which are girls from 11 to 14, and then you have your Inspire, which are girls 14 to 18. But the girls, before moving up and leaving the Inspire section, have got to earn their Brigadier badges. So that's 3 badges they have to earn, and then once they've done that, they can either decide to become a leader or it's up to them really. So I am going to show you Engage. Oh, I was wrong. I was wrong about the ages. So I've just realised, this just shows, right? I learn things new every day. The ages of the group are on front of the tracks. So apparently Engage girls are 7 to 11 and Inspire girls are 13 to 18. So I said 14 to 18. But I think our girls in our company are like 14 to 18, so it just depends on the girls. You know your girls best, so it just depends. I don't think there's necessarily a rule. I don't think you are doing this wrong, don't do that. I don't think that happens. I think as long as you know your girls and you are teaching them more about God and Jesus, That's all that matters. Like, our mission is to get girls to follow Jesus, seek, serve, and follow Christ, and just to be good people, and just to pick the right track in life. So yes, so I'm gonna start with the engage. So this is the obedience. It's kind of similar to the investigate, but it's more age appropriate. So you will have your introduction. So it tells you introduction. So in this one, so in the other one, you had like play, investigate, and stuff like that. But in this one, you have plug in, download, power up, and get connected. So, like I say, it's age appropriate. So this one is a 5-week long track, and this one is obedience, but each one follows a Bible character. So this one is related with Abraham. So as you go through, it tells you week 1, so that's what you would do in week 1. Me personally, because I've got engaged, I don't necessarily, it's up to you, to be honest with you, because you're the leader. But you can just do that as week 1, and you could do, this is weeks 2 to 4, and you could just do that as 1 week. Or you can look for the book. That's what I personally do. I like to look for the book, and as long as I'm doing one of these, but I look for the book and be like, have I got the equipment that I need for that channel? If not, I'll do something else. But it's really good. So you have plugins. So like plugin is like, this activity will introduce the theme of obedience. So but it tells you, I don't know if you've seen, ignore the ticks, because I've done this channel with my girls. I've ticked the ones, that's what I do. So I'll tick the ones that I've done. Or sometimes I like to put 1, 2, 3, so I know which activity I'm going to do in the order of the night. So this, for example, this one is a power up one, and it will tell you what you have to do, what equipment you need at the top. So this says top, bottom, left, right. So this says A4 sheets of paper and a pencil for each person. So that's the equipment. It tells you what you'll be doing within this, and then that tells you the instructions of the activity. But I do enjoy the engage channels, because they're kind of fun, and a lot of them are like creative. So you'll have your Bible story, you'll have your games about the actual obedience itself, or because each one is more like, each group will focus on different things. So I think this one is more about like, so like investigate girls are more like playful stuff and crafts and stuff like this, but this one's more about like like the qualities you would need to be like a good person and stuff like that, and it relates to like a Bible character. And encounter, it kind of, I think the encounter girls kind of like braces you to be like within the inspire girls, and you do like a lot of like practical stuff like sewing and cooking and stuff like that. And then Inspire Girls kind of just like, it's prep for adulthood really. It tells you all the skills that you need, and a lot of practical stuff as well within Inspire Girls. I really did enjoy being an Inspire leader. Because one, it's good to just be with like teenagers that are close to adults, so you can see the difference between like the younger girls, and these girls are like growing in the women and stuff like that, and just to be like the big sis to look up to. And but yeah, and I really enjoy doing the creative channel, because as you may know if you're in this district, that I love musical theatre and anything arty and creative, and that's what this one's all about. So anyways, back to Engage. So you have this, so you have your plugin, you download, and you power up, and let's get connected. So plugin, it says, which will introduce the value and the characteristics being studied. Download suggestions of film clips which will engage the children with the theme. Power up, where the group begin to engage in practicality with their adventure. And get connected, where the Bible character central to the adventure is introduced. It's very clever stuff. It's very clever stuff. It's really, really clever. So I just like the way it's run, because like you could do one plug-in, one download, one power up, one get connected. The only problem I struggle with is the download, so like the film, because not necessarily every church or location will have Wi-Fi, and I don't know if my church does have Wi-Fi, but if it does have Wi-Fi, I think it's only used for services, church services. But yeah, maybe I could be like, can I end it just for this once? But that's the only problem I have. But luckily, there's platforms such as like Disney Plus and Netflix. So a lot of the time, a lot of the films are Disney films. But for example, this one's Dr. Dolittle 3. So I don't know where you would find that. But yeah, there's not a lot of downloads, to be fair. There's only the one, and it's normally just the one film. But the girls do like that, because they like to like watch, and then you do your discussion. Let us just tell you what the discussion is about this. So it says, so this one's a question. So it says, show the children the clip Dr. Dolittle, and then what would have happened if Maya hadn't obeyed? How was she made? So it's like a question. So it's like a Q&A session with the girls, and it's really fun, because my girls, yes, they like to do creative stuff, but my girls are like really chatty, so they do like to have this discussion. But like I said, it's just your girls, isn't it? You've got to know your girls. So Spire is totally different from the others. So these are known as tracks. These are known as channels. So I think it's got to be it's got to be age appropriate to the girls, because these girls are teenagers. These are young ladies. These are almost into adulthood, you know. So so for this one, for example, for the track, it gives you the weeks to look at. But for this one, it's more in the Inspire section. You're more like promoting the girls to pick which ones they want. When I did it, they didn't really like to do that. They'd like to be, right, this is the channel we're doing, pick which one out of the channel. So you would have your subjects within the channel. So for example, you would have the programs within the channel are fingers and thumbs, art and crafts, make a joyful noise, musical talents, action, drama and dance, heart or workshop, creative workshop, or creative minds, design and making. So the girls would pick one of these. So each one, so you would have your challenge. So if you'd picked fingers and thumbs, it would say exploring different types of arts and craft mediums, produce one or more items using different art. So that's what I would do with the girls. But the girls, you could just be like, you could just give them the box. So I don't know if I shared this in the investigate video, but you get this box, and this is basically your Bible, right? If you were a leader, this is your Bible. This has everything you need in it. And each leader for each group will have this, and it has all your channels if you inspire, all your tracks for if you engage, encounter, investigate. And sometimes leaders will just give the girls a box, be like, pick what channel you want to do. But for me, it was more like, right, this is channel we are doing, you pick what challenge you want to do. Like I say, it's just all about getting to know your girls. So compared to the thickness of books, right, these are really, really thin. These are quite thick because there's just literally, you pick the challenge, and then each challenge is NSPIRE. So you would focus on each one for, this is like your 5 weeks. Or what you could do is for Inspire, you can double up your channels to get more points. So the girls could either decide to take a little bit more time on each challenge, or they could do the same channel but pick another challenge. So it's up to the girls, really. I think when we did this one, we did drama and dance, and we practiced a dance from Michael, the Jackson 5, Don't Blame It on Sunshine, and then the girls practiced it, and they decided what song they were going to do, they choreographed it and then performed it. So that's what that is. And then but yes, again, you've got like your the first week I would normally be like, right, this is what this channel and this is what this channel entails, pick which one. And then I'd be like, right, you've decided to pick this challenge, like this is what this challenge holds, and would have a discussion, would be like, right, what do you want to, what's your aim, what do you want to learn from this channel? And then you would plan and prep, right, this is what we need, and this is what we want to do. And then the next week would be like, right, let's set the scene, what we doing, and you would start to be like, right, okay. And then it says but it just depends. So it's, so instead of like engage, where it talks about a Bible character throughout, there's it's there is, you, so you could do bit work, and then it gives you like a few different like Bible verses, but I kind of like to just have like 1 week of doing like the different Bible verses and then having a discussion. But it's like I say, it's up to you, you know. And all your resources, oh, I don't think you have resources on this one. No, you don't. But the good thing about the Inspire girls is obviously they're becoming leaders. So in each one they can suggest a different challenge for this channel, or, and at the back they've got like a discussion bit where they can, what they've done and what worked well and stuff like that. So I think that's really good for them girls. But the difference between this one is like all your resources are at the back of so you have like your resources at the back. There's like a quiz on this one, family tree, and then notes. So it's good, especially if you are given. So, for example, like I say, I was Inspire, and Katie, who is now our team leader, the company was just like, I want you to take on the Engage girls if you would like. And I was just like, yeah, I like to change it up. So she handed me over this box and was just like, there you are. And it's good to have that bit notes, because you can discuss with like leaders that may do it, and what worked well, what you would change, what you would do, what you wouldn't do. And also like Katie put like the dates that the girls had done it, just in case I'd had girls that were already in that section when Katie was leading it, and then I'm taking over, so it would let us know what the girls had done and what they haven't done. But yeah, to be fair, I think I prefer the layout of this than the engage. So it's just like, it's totally different. It's more easier, it's more straightforward than engage, because sometimes I feel it's easy enough to read. It is easy enough to read, but sometimes I feel like a little bit overwhelmed, because I'm like, oh, what do I pick? But I suppose if you like that, you could just do one page 1 week and stuff like that. But sometimes you've got to think of the resources that you need. But yeah. So I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope if you are a leader, it teaches you a little bit more. If you've got any questions, feel free to just drop us a message or comment or anything like that. I am more than happy to answer your questions. Or maybe you're thinking of joining Girls Brigade, or maybe you are thinking, or maybe you are developing your faith. I'm more than happy to answer your questions, and if I am not the right person to answer your questions, I will direct you to the right place. So yes, thank you for watching, and God bless. Bye bye.